Amirhossein Shahri. I'm here to review art, and today's art is Quiet Place. The movie just came out a few weeks ago. It doesn't have anything to do with the previous ones, with the previous two Quiet Places. And I just want to briefly talk about the difference between the third one and previous two, and also the anatomy of those alien creature type things, and in the end give my opinion. So I'm gonna divide it by three parts. So the first part is like in the first one and second one in Quiet Place, that was kind of like in the Midwest, in the country, you know, the suburbs, and in third one it is in New York City. What's the difference between them? Of course, there are some advantages for humans who want to survive from this type of creatures in the country, and there are some advantages in the crowd cities. And I'm going to compare them each one separately with each other and see what is the advantages and disadvantages. So advantage for the country in the first one and the second one is basically there are more bunkers, more places, quiet places, more spaces that you can hide and you can stay there. But you cannot see so many bunkers, so many subways which are quiet and not very crowded in the big cities. And also it is easier to be quiet and have the quiet place. As you see, quiet place, you can have more of quiet place in the country compared to in the big cities, mega cities like in Chicago's or in New York. But also there's one advantage is that the big city has over the country and Midwest type places, and the advantage is, well, it is very crowded. Yes, that's correct, but also it is like a double edge of a sword. If somebody else is loud and noisy, or like the alarm is going off, all those creatures going to be attracted to that sound, so you have the free passway to go there. But in the country, if there is a noise, it's just you or somebody else miles away. So if there is a voice, there is a noise, it's just you and they come to you. So you are the target over there, but in the crowd city, there are so many noises that basically it's hard to basically target you specifically. And you know, as you know, they cannot swim, they cannot see. So I guess that's why in the first and second one, they use the country, the Midwest, over the big cities. And the reason was, first of all, it would be mayhem, because in Chicago, New York City, imagine you ask people to be quiet, it's impossible, everyone gonna make noises, and so it's gonna be bloodbath. But in the country, because all the towns and small cities that are far away from each other, it is more doable, manageable, so it's more believable. But also there's one other problem that exists, is like in the East Coast and West Coast, always there are ocean, right? So it is easier to get into the water, and they couldn't swim. So that was easier to like run away and escape from that. But they wanted to put in Midwest a couple of lakes, or I don't know, Mississippi River, something like that. Other than that, it's all land, so it is harder to run away from them, if you know what I'm saying. So it wanted to make it a space area, but also bounded by just land, no water that you could just run away. You know, land is lava, so you just jump on the height, so you are safe. They wanted to prevent that. But in the third one, they say, how about we change, put a little texture to it. So basically, I watched the Alien Romulus. In the next video, I'm gonna talk about that. Alien Romulus and this Quiet Place, instead of adding some elements, features to the story, because we already know what's going on, it's not the first time that we are seeing, it's the third of this, I don't know if you can call it sequel, franchise, whatever you're gonna call it, third Quiet Place movie and seventh Alien movie. So instead of adding something new, you know, like Prometheus, more focusing on engineered thing, instead of more focusing on the origin of this creature in Quiet Place or something like that, answering some questions, they just put the same plot, same story, just from different angle. So in Alien Romulus and this Quiet Place in 2024, what we see is exactly what you saw in previous ones, just from different angle. So if you remember, like Terminators, at some point they stopped changing the story, just changed the character and the location. And I think Hollywood is really lacking creativity. If I was in Hollywood, I had so many ideas I could save Hollywood, but I guess go broke. they can do whatever they want to do. If it is how they want to destroy their legacy, they are free to do that. But other than that, the good point of the movie that I enjoyed, that it was like emotional side of it. So somebody who was sick and was dying anyway, this happened to the New York, and that person, that lady, was living in New York. So for her it was like, okay, I'm gonna die anyway. So she was brave, not because she wanted to fight for her life, because she didn't have anything to lose. And actually it is, if you are brave, you can turn to a coward, but if you don't have anything to lose, then you cannot be a loser anyway, because you already have lost anything. And she was losing her life. Like, for example, she wanted to eat pizza. She didn't care about what was going on in the street. She said, before I die, I want to eat a pizza. And that actually was very deep, like something maybe it looks so we are indifferent to and doesn't matter to us. You see, it is very important for some people who have a cancer, and maybe that's the only reason that they are fighting for their life. And I guess we have to respect and try to see people from their lens, see their life from their lens and perspective, so we can understand each other better. That was a very good moral story of it, and how love can give the hope to the people even in that harsh situation. Still you can love each other, and that thing, I think that was worth watching the movie. That's why the only reason that I give the very high rate to the movie was because of that message. But now part 2 about the anatomy. Alright, look at the dinosaur. Look at the tail, the size of the tail compared to the other part of the body. Like, it is proportional, right? Look at those, like for example, like the hands or paws that are smaller in here compared to the legs generally, because they don't need to use those a lot, so that's why it happens. Our hands are strong because we are using our hands. If you stop using our hands, it's going to be smaller and smaller and smaller. And also you see the jaws are very big because they need to use their mouth, and then the like neck is not so long as much as those vegetarian dinosaurs who have long legs, long necks, because they want to eat those leaves from tall trees. And all makes sense, you know. It means like it is from this earth, because everything matches with the surrounding area, especially big legs that had to carry the whole body. But here's the catch. In this movie, I understand they are kind of like alien type creature, they are coming to Earth, but okay, I don't care about your planet, what was the gravity over there, what was the surrounding area about there, I don't care. Still you are living in my Earth with my rule, with my physics law. The thing is, the size of them, that was like a mini dinosaur, those creatures, but the way they were jumping as if they were grasshopper. Seriously, like they were jumping half the building. I mean, still you are bounded with the physics law. Still, as much as it's hard for me to jump, yeah, I know, in your planet, maybe you were gangster and you could jump as high as you wanted. Oh, but we are living in this reality and this earth with this physics law. And the way that it was jumping, it was like very unrealistic. And plus, as I mentioned about the muscles on the legs that carry your body, I mean, they were so skinny. They were just a bunch of skeleton with some skins on top of them. I mean, still in the end of the day, the reason that you are jumping is not your skeleton, it's not your skin, it is your flesh, it's your muscles. You don't see any muscles, long, skinny paws, but still they could jump. I mean, how can you jump? Like, if you see grasshopper, it's very tiny, but they still can jump because the size is very slow. The smaller you get on Earth, I'm talking, the smaller that you get, it's easier, proportional to your size, you can jump higher. But bigger you get, you can never see a dinosaur like the T-Rex jump like a tree size of its height. You know, it's impossible. But we saw this creature did that. Maybe in imaginary world it would happen, but not in here. So I think that was, I mean, it's science fiction. At least respect the audience and added a little element of science into it. And in the end, if I want to talk about my opinion, my review, it's okay to watch it. It doesn't hurt, but don't expect to get answer to your questions that you didn't get answer from in previous ones. But also I wanted to say, since you have been here, since you have been watching it till now, I want to say I have published 2 books, Smokers and Restricted Area. If you're a fan of supernatural things and alien things and also philosophy and deep things, I would definitely recommend to watch the Restricted Area. I mean, all the profits and benefits from both books are going to be dedicated to kids with cancer in United States. I don't get any penny from that. I am a patriot. I love this country. I'm an immigrant, and this country gave me second chance. So I'm from the people, for the people, and you get to read this masterpiece. I get to have your attention, and then kids with cancer get their help, and we're gonna call it a win for all of us. So if you are interested in type of these creature things and deep stuff, I would definitely recommend to read Restricted Area. I will put a link below, and you can buy it from Amazon. Thank you so much for watching.